A good day to everyone. Today we are going to discuss the sixth chapter from the story section from the text, The Treasure Trove. The name of the chapter is An Angel in Disguise. It is written by T.S. Arthur. So, in the title we can see a word disguise. The meaning of the word disguise is to take another form to hide the original identity. There are people who disguise themselves so that they could protect their own identity. So in this chapter there is someone who might be in disguise. It could be an angel. So it is talking about the main character, Maggie. She is the angel in disguise. So she's not really an angel, but she has got all these angelic qualities. Before going into the story, let us look a little bit about the author, T.S. Arthur. T.S. Arthur was a popular 19th century American writer. His stories, written with compassion and sensitivity, articulate and spread values and ideas that were associated with respectable middle class life in America. So, T.S. Arthur is an American. He lived in the 19th century and he was very famous at his time. And his stories, it is written with compassion. Compassion means love and care, and sensitivity. Sensitivity means it has emotions. It's very touching. It can bring up different kinds of emotions in us. And the stories, they articulate. What is the meaning of the word articulate? They give voice. So these stories give voice and spread values and ideas. What values and idea is T.S. Arthur giving voice to through his stories? He is talking about the middle class life in America, the respectable middle class life. So you know how middle class people are. They are neither too rich nor too poor. Many people, most of the people are middle class families. So T.S. Arthur is writing about the common people in America. He must be taking incidences from their life, and that is what he is using in his stories. In his story, An Angel in Disguise, T.S. Arthur describes the transformative and restorative power of selfless love. So, what is selfless love? It means to love someone without expecting anything. It is the opposite of selfish. So, in this story, T.S. Arthur is talking about how selfless love can be transformative for us. The meaning of transformative is the ability to change. The word transform itself means to change, right? So, T.S. Arthur is describing how selfless love can help us to transform us from a bad to good person. And also the restorative power. What is the meaning of restorative? What is the meaning of restore? Restore means to bring something to its original form. So restorative power means the ability to bring something to its original position. So we all know, as we grow older, we lose our innocence and many other good qualities. So T.S. Arthur is saying that through the power of selfless love, we can actually restore the good qualities that we have lost. It relates the advent of Maggie. The story tells us about the arrival of Maggie. And who is this Maggie? Maggie is a frail young orphan. And what is the meaning of orphan? Orphan is a person who doesn't have parents. And Maggie is not just a regular orphan. She's a frail orphan. Frail means weak, ill, sickly. So Maggie is sick. Later on in the story, we will find out how she's not well. And she was adopted by a couple husband and wife, Joe and Jane. And what is the occupation of the man Joe? So she came into the lives of wheelwright Joe Thompson and his vinegar-tempered wife Jane. So Joe Thompson's occupation is that he is a wheelwright. Wheelwright means one who repairs wooden wheels. So this is written in the 19th century. So it is very clear that only wooden wheels were available at that time. And his wife Jane, she's vinegar tempered, meaning she's short tempered, she's angry, she's bitter in character. But after Mary arrived into their family, there was a miraculous effect. Miraculous means magical. There's a magical effect. What is the effect? The child's presence has on the woman's character. Jane transformed from a bad person to a good person. Jane was a bitter person, but after the arrival of Maggie, Jane started to become a good person. And what else happened? Maggie also brought happiness to that family who adopted her. Because of Maggie's presence in that family, everyone were happy in that family. Now let us start the chapter. Chapter 6, An Angel in Disguise. Idleness, vice and intemperance had done their miserable work, and the dead mother lay cold and still amid her wretched children. So Maggie's mother is dead. She was a drunkard, she was an alcoholic addict. So how did she become an alcoholic addict? Because of her idleness. Idleness means laziness. And she was wise, means she was wicked, evil, because she didn't take care of her children. Maggie has 2 siblings, but she never took care of them. And she was and there was intemperance. Intemperance means no restriction. There was no one to restrain her or no one to stop her from this alcoholic behavior. See, here we can see the qualities, the bad qualities of idleness, vice and intemperance are given human qualities. So here we can see personification. So it is as if we are blaming these qualities, bad qualities, for the death of Maggie's mother. And she was dead and she was laying cold, because dead people are cold, where amid her wretched children. She was lying cold in the midst of her children. Amid means in the middle. Wretched means sad. Here also W is silent, okay? Wretched. Wretched children. So the children were sad. And what happened? And what happened to Maggie's mother? She had fallen upon the threshold of her own door in a drunken fit and died in the presence of her frightened little ones. So she was drunk, so she was not very conscious. So she must have slipped and she must have hit her head on the threshold. Threshold means there is a wooden piece at the bottom of every door, right? That is called the threshold. When a door opens, we can see a wooden piece at the bottom of the door. That is a threshold. So Maggie's mother might have hit her head and injured herself. And this happened in front of her children. They were frightened to see this. So it must be very sad for the children to witness the death of their own mother.